Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to your news update here at KHOU 11. These are the stories that you seem to be really interested in, the ones you're talking about, clicking on, sharing the most on social media. So I'm going to run down a few of them, and then we're going to mix Chita in here and get an update on a tropical disturbance that we're keeping an eye on. So we're going to start with the story of a Sharpstown High School senior. Her name's Perla Lopez. There she is. She's so excited, right? She's getting ready to graduate, except now she's not. So she's in the top 10% of her class, but she just found out last week that she needs to add another class. She says school administrators dropped that news on her last week, and she had been enrolled in that class, a theater class, but she says a counselor told her she could drop it, that she had enough credits. So now she's in a pretty unfortunate situation. It sounds like she's going to take summer school. She wants to go to U of H in the fall. So we're waiting to hear how this is going to play out, but HISD did release a statement saying it's looking into what it calls this unfortunate matter, but due to Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act considerations, we are unable to comment further. But congratulations, Perla, on everything you've achieved so far, and hopefully this can get resolved and you can walk with the rest of your classmates. The other story that is blowing up on Facebook, the one that you guys have been talking about for a month, is of course Malia Davis. You're taking a look at the memorial that's growing in Arkansas. This is off exit 18 on Interstate 30. People are coming from dozens of miles away just to pay their respects to this 4-year-old girl they never met, but her story has just touched so many hearts, not just here in Houston, but now in Arkansas, all over the country. There's actually going to be a memorial held here, a memorial service on Saturday at 10 a.m., kind of put together by local law enforcement agencies. So people are encouraged to go there. Also, locally, Houston City Hall is going to go pink on Sunday. So that's the latest as far as honoring Malia, but there's a lot that's developed as far as the investigation. So we do know, we learned yesterday morning that the remains found in Arkansas, where that memorial is growing, that is Malia. The cause of death is what we're working to find out now, but experts are warning that this could be tough because of the condition of the body. So we might not ever find out how she was killed. That's according to Tim Miller from Texas EquiSearch. But having the body will help prosecutors build a case. At least that's what our KHOU 11 legal analyst Gerald Treese says. Here's a little bit more from him.
That child didn't kill herself and didn't carry herself to Arkansas. The government will charge probably first-degree murder and ask for the death penalty. It'll be a capital murder case.
And again, you can find a lot of information. You can hear more from Gerald Treese, see more video of that memorial, hear from the folks who are visiting it in Arkansas on KHOU.com. I also want to update you on a story we talked about yesterday, this Fort Worth couple who died while on vacation in Fiji. There's still no clear cause, except that Fiji Broadcasting Corporation says that police have confirmed an illness caused the couple's death, and 5 other people who they interacted with are now being monitored. The government had warned that there's a pretty dangerous flu season, but it's unclear what caused these 2 very healthy people to pass away so suddenly. And here's another thing, their bodies can't be returned to the States until a cause of death is determined. So their family is really hoping that there can be a new development, that they can learn new information about what caused their death as soon as possible. Finally, we're going to wrap up with some big weather headlines. Chita's tracking those for us. She's over on the other end of the newsroom, so this is the first time we're trying this kind of handoff. Chita, take it away.
Yes, you know what? We are tracking some really big changes, Brandi. You know, we've had a stretch of these hot, humid, but mostly dry days. Get ready for that to change. So earlier this morning, the National Weather Service did issue this flash flood watch. So if you're just tuning in, I'm going to catch you up to speed of what you can expect for today, Wednesday, Thursday, and then this weekend the heat and humidity return again. But this flash flood watch takes effect overnight tonight, 1 a.m. Wednesday morning, continues through about 7 a.m. Thursday morning. And I really think that is the timeline that we're going to really have to watch, especially Wednesday midday, afternoon, and early evening. Those hours are probably our primary threats for any flash flooding. Now, the disturbance that we've been tracking moved across the Yucatan when we started noticing this area of low pressure Friday of last week. It is now pushing across the Gulf of Mexico, the southernmost portion there, and it's actually expected to really impact Tampico, Mexico. I'm going to zoom in a little bit tighter here. You see the bright red tops, all the thunderstorm activity. So this is deep tropical moisture that's located in the Gulf. This is going to continue, again, to mainly impact portions of just the coast there of Mexico. At this point, the National Hurricane Center has a 50% chance of this developing into Tropical Storm Barry. Either way, if it becomes Tropical Storm Barry or it's just an area of disturbed weather, that's just a lot of thunderstorm activity, okay, that deep tropical moisture, this is how it's going to impact us. So either way, we're not expecting a wind event here, but we're only expecting a rain event. And some of that rain is going to be very serious as we head into Wednesday afternoon. Check this out, future track. I'm going to walk you hour by hour. I want you to take note, first of all, as you're watching this, that rain really doesn't stop. Rounds of heavy rain are expected for a good 24-hour period and maybe even lingering into 36 hours. So this is Wednesday, 7:30. So you saw 6 a.m. Most of our western counties are setting up with the heaviest threat there. Then by 7:30, 8 o'clock, notice how these pockets become a little bit more widespread. Going to keep this in motion by about 9 a.m. Notice how, again, that rain becomes even more widespread. So when you look at the orange and the red on our future track, that's heavy rain, capable of producing about 1 to 2 inches of rain. When you start to see some of the pink and purple, those are indicated amounts of about 2 to even 4 inches of rain, maybe potentially per hour. Now that is, if that happens, if that sets up to be the case and there's any training involved, that's where the flash flood threat will be. Continuing this right through noon, notice how we really don't get much of a break. So Wednesday, tomorrow, is a washout. I want you to think of your plans that way. Anything that you have planned or scheduled for Wednesday, I would really try to keep it indoors. Try to limit anything you do, especially tomorrow afternoon and early evening. By Wednesday evening, we're still talking about rain around, but really overnight Wednesday into Thursday, the heaviest rain, the bulk of the activity wants to move out, and we're really left with widespread light rain lingering into your Thursday, and that may even carry into Thursday afternoon. But again, the primary threat for flash flooding and these roadways being really flooded in certain neighborhoods will be Wednesday afternoon into your early evening hours. So potentially setting up with how much rainfall, widespread amounts between 1 to 3 inches, but there could be an isolated area that gets even more than 6+ inches of rain. Those are those heavy downpours setting up even with some training where thunderstorms kind of sit over one area. We know how that goes here locally. So I can't exactly pinpoint who is expected to see these 6+ inches, but that's why we all need to really stay weather ready, weather aware. Now for your Tuesday, what a different story today. That's for tomorrow, okay? Today we're under partly to mostly cloudy skies. It's all about the heat, the humidity, temperatures this afternoon topping out around 92. You'll be feeling closer to the triple digits. This is a live look from the Galleria area, and you can again see those clouds in place. So if you need to get anything done, I would try to get it done today. 92 this afternoon, a 30% chance of an isolated shower to an afternoon thunderstorm, but really it won't be until our overnight hours, until your Wednesday and Thursday, that's when that flash flood threat sets up. So breaking this down, Wednesday and Thursday, those are the 2 days that you have to stay weather ready. Now is a great time to download our app, KHOU 11. We send you weather alerts, any alerts even that come down from the National Weather Service. It's just kind of a great idea, a great tool to have. You can look at the radar and see live radar data as well. So Wednesday into Thursday, and again, the primary concern will be late Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening after the grounds are saturated and the water really doesn't have anywhere else to go. This is from the National Hurricane Center. It shows this is the disturbance. So if you are just tuning in, I'll quickly catch you up to speed. This is the disturbance that we've been tracking since Friday. At this point, it's an upper area of low pressure. For this to be a tropical storm, they'd have to find a closed low circulation. They actually may fly hurricane recon planes in by the afternoon. I've been reading some of the blogs and some of the reports. They may decide not to. If it's so disorganized, they'll kind of call it off, and we'll have to wait and see what their decision region is by the afternoon. It's moving northwest, so directly into Mexico towards Tampico. Either way, that moisture, because there is counterclockwise circulation around an area of low pressure, that's what's going to feed it our way. So what you can expect today: hot and humid, 92, feeling like 100. Heavy rain threat begins tomorrow early, continues through Wednesday afternoon into early Thursday morning. Then that threat really lowers by Thursday afternoon. Most of the rain is out of here, and that's when we will just see the heat build back on in for your weekend. So your 7-day, if you haven't seen this, check it out. We have a lot of variations going on over the next couple days. A 30% chance today. The heaviest rain threat, again, for tomorrow begins early, but the main flash, I think tomorrow morning, especially in the morning to noon, you may notice some heavy downpours, but I don't think we'll be talking about roads being flooded just yet. It'll be in the midday in the afternoon after we've seen hours of heavy rain. And then by Thursday, most of it clears out by about midday. And then notice as we head into the weekend, it's just hot and humid. Some of the heat that we will see this Saturday and Sunday will be the hottest temperatures that we've seen so far this season. So prepare yourself now. Rain tomorrow, heat this weekend. All right, take care of yourselves, have an action plan, and if you can, I would try to be where you need to be tomorrow afternoon by about 4 or 5 o'clock. So you'll be good to stay on home or where you want to be by the evening hours. We'll keep you posted here. Check our social media pages, or of course, tune in. Our Chief Meteorologist, David Paul, will be on tonight, 5, 6, and 10.